Hey guys, this is Dr. Sandy with another exciting video for you and your family and friends. Today I'm going to be going over the top 5 tips to get headache relief. If you're new to these videos, my name is Dr. Sandy. I've been practicing over 20 years as a chiropractor, still learning, still growing, still want to give our patients the best results. I've personally done over 300,000 chiropractic adjustments, which is a wealth of experience, but still learning, still training. We've also been blessed to win multiple awards because we are obsessed with taking care of our patients, getting them the best results possible, treating them with respect. And it's such an honor when you have someone come to the office and you see them go through that journey and get better. It's the best feeling in the world. So this video is specifically going to be about headaches, how to deal with them, some tips you can do. As we go into the video, a couple of things I'm going to say. Number one, I'm going to go over some tips. Only do what's comfortable. I think that applies across the board, but if I'm showing you something and it feels great, obviously you can continue, but if you're doing something and it doesn't feel right, obviously you want to stop. The second thing is headaches need to be taken seriously. If you have strong headaches, if it's been a chronic situation, please contact your local healthcare practitioner. You need to get it addressed. And the other thing I would say to you too is please don't think having regular headaches is just normal. Sometimes I'll meet a patient and they'll share that, they kind of dismiss it. They're kind of like, yeah, I get headaches a couple of times a week, but it's been for years. It's all good. Well, it's not all good. That's not right. I mean, if you get a headache, first of all, you shouldn't even get them. If you get them maybe once or twice a year, because you had a late night, you didn't get enough rest, I understand, but regular headaches are not the way it's supposed to be. And you don't realize that over time, having regular headaches, it's affecting your work performance. It's affecting your family life. It's affecting so many things. And how can you have a good quality of life? How can you give 100% when your head is in pain? The pain might go into the eyes, different areas of the skull. Like, that's not a way to live, and there is a better way. So let's go into deeper with this whole headache issue. So what are things that can cause headaches? What are the causes of these things? So number one would be stress, working late hours, long hours in front of the computer. Diet can affect it. We're going to talk a little bit about that as well. Maybe you have work where, again, as I said, you're sitting, or it's a very physical work and it's just demanding. Lack of sleep can affect it, obviously. So there's quite a few things, but if you really had to ask me in today's environment, I probably think stress is the major contributor to headaches. Chronically being under stress, the body starts just to tighten in this area, things just contract. And you can get headaches. If the headaches get bad enough, it can turn into like migraines. You may get dizziness. You may feel like throwing up. You may throw up. It's not a comfortable feeling, but it really just affects quality of life. So those are the major causes. Another thing I should also mention, not just work-related, people are on their phone more than ever, possibly a sleep position, but coming back to like stress, computers, and then, I mean, how many people watching this video, they might be using their phone, but they might be watching it 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day, and they're in that position. So I think the internet can be an educational tool if you're learning something, but if you are like 5-6 hours a day and you're straight down like this, imagine what that's doing to all the structures over here, to the nerves, the muscles, the blood vessels. That is hard on the spine. You've been using a tablet or something like that. So we want to be aware of our posture. We want to take care of that. So let's start talking about solutions. So number one thing I would look at is look at your water consumption. I think there's a lot of people who may not be drinking enough water, so make sure you're hydrated throughout the day. I think related to that, I also wrote here is, are you eating enough? I know we live in very busy times. You might be skipping breakfast. You might be skipping lunch, you might be skipping dinner, a certain meal, whatever it is. But if you're not getting enough nutrition in the body, it can cause headaches, it can cause issues. Again, drinking water is a big one. Number two, you want to look at your sleep. Are you getting enough? I know chronically, if you are not getting enough sleep, that can also cause headaches. So I would advise that if you can, try to sleep before midnight. and try to shoot for that 7 to 8 hours. And I'll be honest, I have a tendency in the past where I was staying up because I love to learn, I'm reading, you know, and there's so much to do. And there's no question, when you get enough rest, the day just feels different. And I'm happy to say I'm getting much, much better. Shoot for that 7 to 8 hours, but get a good quality sleep. It makes a difference. It's when the body heals. We need to sleep, and it can really help also in the headache situation. Number 3, what are the best stretches for headaches? So as always, what did we say? Posture can affect it, being on that computer, being on your phone all day. So we want to have good posture. So I'll actually include in this a link for a posture video. That'll be in the comment, or it'll be lower in the video, but I'll include that as well. But really simple, just working on getting those shoulders back. We want to have the head back. Now, I've seen information where some people will say, okay, we want to stretch this, so let's do more of this. And to me, that doesn't make sense because, again, if you've been on your phone, most people don't have a good posture. In chiropractic, we know posture is power. So what I would advise is the complete opposite. So as much as you can, doing this, especially if you're on your computer, especially if you're on your phone, really simple, 3-4 times a day. And you want to make a system. So you might say, okay, in the morning, after I brush my teeth, you know, I'm just going to take a few minutes to go back. It might be before a meal. It might be just before you go to bed. Choose times that work for you. You know, you might actually do all your stretching at work. So maybe 3 times when you're at work, you're computer based, you get to work right away before you touch, you know, the keyboard, before you check your email or whatever. You're like, okay, I'm going to do a few stretches just to start the day, do my thing, stretch at lunchtime, stretch before you leave, and you're done for the day, you know? So see what works for you. There's always a way around something. So you may want to stretch at home. Maybe you stretch at work because when you get home, the kids are there, got to, you know, make dinner, you get too busy, whatever it is. So make time for it, but see what works for you. So going back to the stretches, so the big one is posture, head going back, obviously rotation. And what I find effective, what I'd recommend, now some people stretch and they're just going back and forth. No, you got to hold. So you want to actually go there, hold, you know, and do 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, see what works for you, see what you're comfortable with. And you want to find that sweet spot. It shouldn't be too hard, but it shouldn't be too easy. So you might be like, okay, 10 seconds is too easy, but 20 seconds is good, and anything beyond that would be too much. Okay, so you're 20 seconds, maybe 15 seconds. So rotating side to side. One of my favorite ones as well is that you can just go to the side holding. I really enjoy this one. The other tip I'm just going to say, if you're feeling it and maybe the shoulders are contributing to it as well, you may want to gently just massage this area just to give yourself relief. Just to help those shoulder muscles relax, the trapezius, so the head actually feels better. So those would be the major stretches. Ice and heat, see what you feel comfortable with. There's certain people that maybe getting a warm towel and just putting it along the neck gives you relief, maybe putting some heat on the shoulders. Then there's other people where that if they're having a sharp pain, that they put an ice pack on the top of the head, maybe the side. You have to kind of see what works with your body. Generally speaking, though, I would say that if there's a sharp pain, generally an ice pack just for a few minutes, obviously wrapped in a paper towel or some cloth, you can use that. And then if there's tension over here, you may want to do the heat. That will help just kind of relax the area, but see what you feel comfortable with. Only do it, you know, for maybe 5 minutes. Have a paper towel and measure, and you'll know right away how you're feeling if you prefer the ice or heat. So use your discretion. Another thing you want to do as well that would help is deep breathing exercise, maybe before you go to bed. If you even have 5 minutes, taking that time to relax. Maybe when you're doing your prayers, maybe when you're doing your meditation, just incorporate some deep breathing, some light breaths. One thing I love to personally do is you go on YouTube and you type in like water sounds, hearing those water sounds and just relaxing and just taking that a few moments to take some deep breaths, or just, you know, just to even relax, making that time. I find, again, just hearing those water sounds so soothing, and I just feel so relaxed. So doing those kind of things, that'll just get you more de-stress, because again, I personally believe stress is a big one, and sometimes we kind of dismiss it, and we can even not even realize that we're stressed. And stress, maybe you love everything you're doing, but you're just go, go, go. And also reach out to your kids who might be in high school, or they love to study, they're complaining, but you look at them and you're like, wow, look at your posture, you're always on the computer. Do breathing exercises with your kids, do some stretches with your kids, talk to your kids, maybe offer ice or heat, see what they feel comfortable with. But not only for yourself, look at your kids, talk to them. And I think sometimes as parents, when a child complains, we're like, well, you're young, how can you have that kind of issue? Yes, they can actually have issues. Talk to them, and you'll know when you can see it on their face when someone has a headache or migraine or anything like that. It shows on their face. So be there for them, talk to them, and again, if it's a severe situation, contact a healthcare practitioner. So I hope this video helped you. If you learned anything, as always, please like, share, subscribe, share this information. I hope these tips help as many people as possible. Wishing you all the best. God bless you. I'll be here with another video. Focus on your health. Make time for your health. It's the most important resource you have, and it's the foundation for everything. So you're amazing. God bless you. See you next time.